Hello there. We are continuing our series Guide to Adult Improvement in Chess. You can find the link to whole series below in the video comments, so make sure to check this out. In this video I will talk about another very important topic for every chess player, especially for adult improver, and this is playing online chess. So first of all, I have to say that we are very lucky to live in this time when we can find an opponent with similar strength and play chess with another human within just a few seconds. So all you need to do is to log into your favorite chess site. This can be Blitz or chess.com. I personally prefer Blitz, but chess.com is just as good, so it's just a matter of preference. And you can find a player with similar strength, and you can play chess. Now, just imagine, just some 20 or 30 years ago, it was impossible. So if you wanted to play chess, you had to wait for a club meeting, then you will go to club, and you will meet always the same people, you will play the same opponents, and the only place when you will encounter different opponents was on the tournaments, and the tournaments were not so often, so this is a really great time to play chess. So you have this great opportunity, but how can you best use it? So this opportunity is really something, but if you don't know how to use it, it can just go to waste. So you can just use it for fun, for entertainment, and you will not improve if you don't use this properly. So I will in this video I will tell you, in my opinion, in my experience, and other players' experience which I talked to, how you can make best use of playing online chess. So as you surely know, there are four kinds of games you can play online based on time controls. So these are classical, rapid, blitz, and bullet games. So let me say a few words about how to approach each kind of time control. I will start with most popular type, and this is certainly blitz. If you go to any chess site, you'll see that people play blitz mostly. So the most games which are played online are blitz game. So the question arises: should you play blitz? Is it good to play blitz online? And I have to say it's a very controversial question. If you try to find this answer, for example, if you Google it, you'll find lots of different answers and theories and so on. I would say, if you ask me, if is it good to play blitz, well, I would say it depends what you want from chess at the first time. So if you want to play chess just for fun, and you want to have some interesting games and spend some leisure time online, then Blitz is the best choice there is. So it doesn't last too long, it's not too short. Sometimes you can even think before you make a move, and so on. But if you want to improve, if your goal is to get your over the board rating, then maybe Blitz is not something which can be beneficial for your improvement. Of course, it cannot be bad for your improvement. I don't think it can be detrimental. But again, it's not the question, is it good or is it not good? The most important question is, does it help you to improve? Or put it in other terms, can you spend your time better? So if you have some time for doing chess, can you spend it better than playing a blitz? So in that sense, I don't think blitz is something you should be playing a lot if you want to improve in chess. There are several problems in playing blitz, and why I think blitz is not the best choice for you. So first, when you play blitz, you don't have time to think. So you basically play on your reflex. So you apply what you know about chess. So you put in your pattern recognition, your board vision, your positional understanding, and with what you know, you play almost instantly. So you just play intuitively. You see the position and you quickly evaluate, and you just play the move without any deep thinking. So First of all, if you want to participate in over-the-board tournaments and get your FIDE over-the-board rating, then you will be playing in longer time controls, and you have to develop your deep thinking skills. You have to know how to think, and you have to be in the habit of thinking. And Blitz will not help you to get this habit. So someone can say that on this level, the chess is mostly about tactics and calculation, and this is true. I advocate this theory, as you can see in my previous videos. But also to spot a tactical opportunity and to calculate correctly some tactical variation, it takes time and concentration and focus, and you will not develop these skills playing Blitz. Also, to spot your opponent's tactical opportunities also takes time. So if you play just Blitz, you will not develop this habit. Talking about habits, the problem with Blitz chess that it encourages your bad habits. So for example, if you have some bad habit in chess, in your chess style of playing, and you want to get rid of this habit and replace it with a good habit, you will not do this by playing Blitz. In fact, it's the opposite. If you play Blitz games, you just nurture your bad habits. So if you have bad habits, they will become they will take more roots in your play if you play often Blitz games. So not just that Blitz will not help you to correct bad habits, but you will stick to your bad habits even more if you play a lot of Blitz. For example, if you tend to play hope chess, I will talk about hope chess a little later. So the Blitz will not help you to correct it, but on the opposite, Blitz can help you to get used to play hope chess, and this is not good. You don't want that. And the third thing about Blitz is the psychological factor, because like I said, the Blitz is most popular online game, and consequently the Blitz rating tends to be the most important rating. So if you encounter some new player, or you see someone's chess profile, most people, the first thing and only thing they look is the Blitz rating. So Blitz rating becomes very important psychologically for you. And this can be a source of frustration, because if you, I know from my own experience, I play Blitz, and then I have had some bad games, some bad days, and then I drop in my rating. And then I get frustrated, and I want to get back on track, so to say. So, for example, for me, some acceptable level of Blitz is 1600. So when I drop below 1600, I get very frustrated, and then I play more and more Blitz in order to get back above 1600. And usually it's like that the frustration leads to bad chess play, and then my rating falls even more. And at the end, I end up playing Blitz for hours, and instead of using my precious time to do some useful things, to practice tactics, to read chess books or whatever, I'm just playing Blitz because I want to get my rating back. So I was reading and talking about other people, and I see that I'm not only one who has this problem. So this is also one reason why you should avoid Blitz. But okay, having said that, there are some useful things about playing Blitz. So if you approach your Blitz game right, if you have a good approach to Blitz, then it can be useful. And especially I think it can be useful in trying out the new openings. So the Blitz is great way to learn a new opening. So like I said in my opening videos before, you should learn 5 to 10 moves of opening, not more, and then you can go to play Blitz and play these moves you learned. And then you will encounter, because when you play Blitz you can play lots of games, then you will encounter different responses from your opponent. And then after the game you can go, don't click next game, next opponent, but after each game you have to analyze it. So you can click on the book, you can click on the engine, it's better to click on the book because engines are not so good in these first several moves. So you can just click on the book and see what did you played in the opening, at what was the most played move or the best move. So for example, let's say that you are a d4 player, and then you watch my videos of the openings in which I strongly advocate to play e4, and you watch my videos and you say to yourself, yeah, this guy is right, I want to follow his advice, and now you want to play start playing 1e4, and you don't know anything about playing 1e4 because you played only d4. So you go to, I don't know, YouTube, or you grab some book and you learn a few lines from I don't know, Italian game or Spanish game or Scotch game or some kind of open e4 game, and then you can play say 50 or 100 Blitz games to practice this opening, and after 100 games you will know your openings. So this is the best way and the most fun way to learn openings, and in my opinion the only correct way on our level. Okay, so let's go to the next kind of game, rapid game. So rapid games are definitely better than Blitz. They give you, and when I say rapid, I think maybe 15 plus 10 or 10 plus 5 or something like this. So you should have the increment after each move, so you don't get in time trouble if it comes to the end game, and take longer time to controls. So I think maybe 15 plus 10 is the best way to play a rapid game. Okay, so when you play a rapid game, it gives you enough time to think and enough time to develop some good habit. You have, if you're playing, for example, 15 plus 10, you have time to stop after each move and think about the position, and also be aware of your bad habits and try to make a good habit out of bad habit. It is very important when you play rapid games that you take your games seriously. So don't play if you don't feel like playing a serious game which you intend to win. So you have to care about the result, and you have to approach the game with serenity and serious, and try to really think and try to really get your mind into the game. So close other tabs, move your phone away, don't browse the internet while you play, and so on. So when you play rapid game, you should be focused on the game and play it seriously. And it's not, the question can be, what if you are tired? Okay, if you are tired and you want to play a chess game, you have to know that you will be weaker, because fatigue influences your ability to calculate, and your tactical vision and tactical eye will be weaker than if you are fresh. But it doesn't matter. I don't advise. I'm not saying don't play if you are tired. You can play if you are tired. You'll be a little bit weaker, but it doesn't matter. You can still practice your good habits, and this is what you are looking for when you are playing online chess. It's all about nurturing good habits. But the important thing is to be serious. So even if you are tired, it doesn't matter, but just be serious, be focused, do your best, and you will develop good habits, even if you will play weaker chess than if you were not tired. So I keep talking about bad habits, so let me just give one example of bad habits, and this is so-called hope chess, something I'm struggling with, and I'm not the only one. Many people of my rating struggle with playing hope chess. So what is hope chess? This can mean two things. So first kind of hope chess is when you make a threat to your opponent, and you hope that your opponent will not see your threat, and you will just win the game. So you threaten, for example, to fork a king and a queen, and you hope that he will not see this threat, and on the next move you will win the queen. this is not necessarily bad if you, by making your move you don't worsen your position. So if you want to threat a fork and you move, for example, your knight, and by moving your knight you improve, or at least you don't worsen your position, then it can be okay. But the problem of hope chess is the moment when you play a move which worsens your position, and you hope that your opponent will not see it. And then if he sees your threat, then you just end up in a worse position. So this is one bad habit, one kind of playing hope chess which you should avoid. So if you can see a threat and you can see what is the proper defense from the side of your opponent, then you should assume that your opponent will also see that threat, and not assume that he will not see the threat. So this is something you need to keep in mind. And the second kind of hope chess, what Dan Heisman calls hope chess, and he speaks about this a lot, is when you hope that you will be able to answer your opponent's threat. So, for example, before you play, what would be an opposite? What would be a good habit? So a good habit would be that before you play the move, so you think about the position, you think about candidate moves, and then you decide on a move. And before you make that move, you make it in your head, and then ask yourself, what can my opponent do if I play this move? Does he have any checks, captures, or threats? And what is my opponent's best move if I make this move? And then you have to think about your opponent's best move, and only if you see that your opponent doesn't have any serious threats, then you can play the move. And hope chess would be the opposite. Hope chess will be, oh, this is a good move, I will just play it and I'll see what happens. I hope that he doesn't have any threats. So this kind of hope chess is very problematic, and if you are playing a rapid game, you should be focused on not playing the hope chess, even if that means that you will maybe lose a game because you get into time trouble, or maybe you will take too much time thinking about your opponent's responses. It's okay. So it's better to lose the game on time trouble because you were trying to nurture good habits than to win a game because you played hope chess and your opponent blundered. And this also goes for other stuff, like for example, you can have a bad habit not to calculate your variations up to the end. So when you calculate forced variation, you have some tactical opportunity or something, and you calculate forced variation, then after the forced line ends, you have to visualize this position and try to see one more move ahead. So okay, I have these 4 forcing moves, and then everything is settled, and then I have to visualize this position and see does my opponent in this new position have some serious threats. And very often I don't do this. I just see some I have some blur image of some sequence of moves which could be beneficial for my position, and then I just play them. I don't calculate them very clearly, and I don't try to visualize them, and this is bad. So when playing rapid chess, you should play only those variations which you can see clearly and which you can calculate clearly, even if it means that you will sometimes lose on time or get into time trouble. Again, it's better to lose on time trouble than to play inaccurate chess and continue with your bad habits. Also, don't play too much rapid chess, because if you play too much, you will stop caring about the result, and your focus will diminish, and your seriousness will also disappear. So my advice, some rule of thumb, is to play 1 or 2 rapid games a day if you can, but not more. Don't sit and play 10 rapid games, because you will not be focused and will not be serious about all these games. And of course, after every game, you should analyze the game. So you don't have so that there are games which require more serious analysis. There are some games which are simple, which don't require serious analysis. But you should, as a habit, every time you finish the game, you should analyze the game. So you can watch, for example, in the opening stage, you can click on the book and see, did you make the best moves, or something like this. If there were some key moments in the game in which you thought you were completely losing, or you thought you had some good tactical opportunity to win, then you can check with engine those key moments, and in this way you can learn from your mistakes, and you can also learn from the missed opportunities you had in the game. Okay, and last thing is classical chess. Classical online chess is something like 30 plus 30 or 45 plus 45. This time control are still, this is still faster than over the board regular tournaments, which are usually 90 minutes plus 30 seconds per move, or something like this. But this is much more closer to the, let's say, real chess, real over the board chess. So this is something you should do occasionally, because this is the best way to prepare yourself for over-the-board tournaments. And in these longer games, you will develop your ability of deep thinking, deep calculation, analyzing the position, and all other good habits. Obviously, if you're an adult, it's very hard to find the time. So this game can last from 1 hour. If you have increment, it can be 2 hours. For example, I played this year a game on Lichess 45 League, which I played, and the game lasted for 3 hours and 40 minutes. So they can last they can be long games. So it's not easy to find time for these games. So it's not realistic that you can play these kind of games every day. But I think that you should play 3 or 4 long games a month. So let's say one game a week. This if you can find time, this would be good habit to have. You can join some online league. There is this Lichess 45 league, which I personally play, and they have games once a week. And also, when I play these games on longer time control, then I like to set up my tournament board, my physical board with pieces, and then I play the move on the board. So I have my laptop besides my board, and then when the move is played, I play it on the board, and then when I think about the position, when I calculate, when I analyze, I'm looking at the physical board, and this is kind of preparation for over-the-board tournaments. It's very important in the long games to analyze them afterwards, and you have to analyze them diligently. So in rapid games, you don't have to analyze so diligently, because it's the shorter game, so it's not so important to spend a lot of time analyzing. You should analyze your game afterwards, but maybe not so diligently. But these long games, you really need to analyze them deeply, and the best time to analyze is maybe the day after. So I usually play on the afternoon or evening, and then when I play, when the game finishes, I'm usually very tired, so I don't analyze immediately, but I wait the day tomorrow, and then I analyze. Of course, if you have a chance to comment on the game with your opponent immediately after the game, you should use this opportunity. So if your opponent is still online, and you can chat, you can use the chat box in the analyze window, then it's very useful to just briefly discuss some key moments with your opponent, so you know how your opponent was thinking. And then day after, you can when you are fresh, you can analyze your game. I do it first without an engine. I just go move by move, and I am using Lichess Study for this, and then I write my thoughts and about the position and everything I see with a fresh eye, and also the stuff which I was thinking while the game. So I just type that this also after the move you can write a comment. So I type all these comments and try to see if I can see what I missed and what moves were bad and what I should have played. And then after I finish the analysis without the engine, then I turn on the engine and I see and then I can see if my analysis was good or not, or if there were any other tactical opportunities maybe which I have missed. Okay, and the last tick is bullet chess. So bullet is usually played 1 minute with 0 seconds increment or 2+1. So the question is, does it make any sense? Because when you're playing bullet, you really don't have any time to think. So you just play on your reflexes, your intuition. Well, it can still be beneficial if you do it if you don't solely play bullet chess, or if you don't waste too much time doing bullet chess, because as always there are better things to do with your time. But okay, sometimes maybe you just want to have fun. You just want to relax, and doing chess for fun, for relaxation. You don't feel like deep thinking. You like competition. You like winning. And avoid losing, so you can just play bullet chess for fun, and it's really good for trying out some new tricks, maybe some new opening lines, some opening traps, some unusual tactics, and so on. And also, unlike Blitz, you will probably not be frustrated if you lose, because you are aware that the time controls are very short. So if you lose, you not get frustrated, because okay, you lost, next time you will win. So it's not that kind of frustration. It doesn't create that kind of frustration as a Blitz game does. Playing bullet can even be beneficial for your improvement, because you can grow your board vision and your tactical awareness and spotting patterns. So the bullet chess is not the way to improve your calculation skills, but you can improve your board vision. For example, if you have a bishop on one side of the board attacking something on the other side of the board, then by playing bullet chess you will start to notice these things more quickly. Of course, you don't want to play to spend much time playing bullet. You don't want to play exclusively bullet chess. If you want to improve, I think it's self-understanding, and there is this danger of addiction. Some people say that they became addicted to bullet, and the addiction means that you play bullet for like hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you cannot stop. You just want to play more and more and more. So you have to be careful not to get addicted to bullet, because you will spend all your chess time on bullet, and you will not have time to do things which will help you improve more. So if you notice any sign of addiction in bullet, it's better to just quit playing and do, for example, Puzzle Rush or something else with that time. Okay, that will be all for today. I hope you like this video, and I hope that you will find my advices useful. Please be free to leave your comment below, to share your own experiences and thoughts about chess improvement, and see you next time. Cheers!